that was for the Week 14 recap because Daniel forgot to
Wait, do it again? Do it again? I caught it. I'm going to put it in the book over here.
All right.
Week 14 book. There it is.
Appreciate that.
We're good. We're good.
Are you really going to pull that out?
Oh,
on me?
yeah. I'm going to pull that
We're
going
to start Week 15 off with the Thursday night game. Cincinnati's facing off against the Eagles.
Now.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Cincinnati wins.
Cincinnati's already up 10-0.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to say I'd like to see
8 minutes left to go in the
I
first.
honestly want to see how the Eagles' offensive line comes up against the Bengals' defensive line.
Obviously not doing well.
Apparently.
10-0 right now. Sorry, guys, we're so late. But
that's not an important game.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
I like the Thursday night game.
Moving on to the Sunday night game or the Sunday games. Big game. Green Bay is facing off against Chicago. Agreed.
Yeah,
this is what and as much as we hate to jump on the ESPN bandwagon, ESPN has been saying that this is Showdown Sunday. It truly is.
It really is. Actually, the next 2 weeks I think will be.
Don't give me that look.
I hate ESPN.
ESPN doesn't like you either.
They're
buddy.
the most biased. I'm not gonna get started.
Yeah, let's not get started.
Green Bay facing off against Chicago in Chicago.
This is AFC. Yeah, AFC.
This is not the same
This
Chicago
is NFC
team
North.
Yeah,
this is NFC North. I say the winner of this kind of controls their own destiny in the NFC North. Like I said,
Green Bay's already got a 1-game lead over the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So
and they're
going to increase it here.
I agree.
What this game right here is going to do?
I told you 5 weeks ago, Robo Rogers is back and Green Bay is going to win that division.
Yeah, and
you did.
With Green Bay,
we can play
Chicago,
the tape.
It's helping. It's helping Minnesota possibly make a wild card spot. Not going to happen.
It's possible.
Now,
it's possible.
Yeah, very, very possible.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Okay. Washington facing off against Cleveland. I think Washington. RG3 is a game time decision,
Yes,
according to RG3 and Shanahan. I think Shanahan's just trying to tease Cleveland right now. I really think Kirk Cousins just is first start.
RG3's out. Kirk Cousins is starting. Pierre Garçon has already confirmed that.
He's
Tuesday.
on what?
Huh?
On what?
I don't remember.
It's. I'm pretty sure Pierre Garçon said that on ESPN. So Bryce, I'm sure.
I'm going with the Cleveland Browns on this one. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. They've won 3 straight, won 5 out of their last 8. The Washington Redskins with a backup quarterback coming off an emotional overtime win against the Ravens. I think there's going to be a letdown. You're going to have a backup quarterback in there who hasn't played a ton.
Isn't he a rookie?
Kirk Cousins? Yes. Yeah, they're both rookies.
This rookie class is ridiculous.
Yep. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns.
And this will be what, the 7th rookie starting quarterback?
I think so. Yeah.
Washington.
I'm taking Washington on the road also.
I'm going with Cleveland at home.
The battle of Florida. Jacksonville is facing off against Miami.
Pointless. Miami wins.
Moving on.
The loser of that game is both fans.
Right. that took a little bit for it to go through.
Wow.
Yeah.
It goes slow, y'all.
Moving on. Minnesota at St. Louis. It's a big game, like you said, for Minnesota. Minnesota needs to win the rest of their games. They're now 7. They're now 7-6. I really think they actually have a shot.
I agree with you. I think they have a shot too. St. Louis is kind of one of those pesky teams, kind of like the Dolphins we were talking about.
Yes, they have a shot, but also you got to look at that Seattle team that has a win they shouldn't have that can take a wild card.
I 100% agree with you. Yes, Seattle has one more win than they should, and technically Green Bay should be up 2 games right now in the NFC North. One game is so big in the NFL. I mean, we play 16 games, and one game is so big.
And we were talking, I think, in the recap that the Colts are facing Houston twice in the last 3 weeks.
This week and the last week.
Guess who they're facing in the second to last week of the season? Minnesota.
Wow.
That could not have set up any better.
Right.
That could not have set up any better.
Denver is facing off against a now falling apart Baltimore team. This week, it's in Baltimore. It's tough.
Pittsburgh went to Baltimore and beat them with a backup quarterback.
Yeah, I would have to argue that Peyton Manning is a tad bit better than Charlie Batch.
Yes, just a little bit though, not much. He's a tad bit younger too.
Yeah,
just a tad. I mean,
what's Charlie Batch? 52,
51 and 3/4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Denver on this
Denver's
one.
gonna beat them. I hate to say that. At the beginning of the year, I would have said Baltimore.
I would have too, but this Denver team, like I said,
it's
second
not
half
even
of the
it's a
season.
Denver team. It's just the Baltimore's falling apart.
I'm going to take Denver too. I think Denver's defense is going to stop. Baltimore's offense has been so one-dimensional, and granted, they're going to have a new offensive coordinator.
I'd like to see what their new offensive coordinator.
And you know who the new offensive coordinator is?
I do not.
Caldwell, who used to be the head
Jim
coach.
Caldwell?
Who used to be the head coach for the Indianapolis Colts.
Huh.
Yep.
That's surprising. I didn't know that.
Stick that in your juice box and suck it. Tampa Bay is facing off against New
I
Orleans.
lost my juice box. Tampa Bay is facing off New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You know what that's going to be? That's going to be 350 plus yards for both quarterbacks.
Yeah. No.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No. Yeah.
New Orleans is going to win. They're at home. New Orleans is a real
Josh
tough to beat at
Freeman.
home.
Josh
Some teams
Freeman's going to have
they are.
400 plus yards, 3 or 4 touchdowns, and Dallas Clark's going to go over the century mark and have 2 touchdowns.
Let me ask you this: who's going to have more rushing yards, Darren
I
Sproles
picked
or
up
the muscle hamster?
Sproles.
I would say the muscle hamster just because I think Breeze is just going to throw it more.
Yeah.
I think Breeze. Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think if Sproles got as many touches as the muscle hamster is going to get, Sproles would take the yardage, but I think Breeze is going to throw it a lot more than
so
Josh Freeman
Sproles
will.
will have more receiving yards.
Probably. Yeah,
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Indianapolis is facing off against who else? Houston Texans.
Yeah, this is going to be a terrific marquee
Houston.
game.
In Houston. And granted, I think if Andrew Luck wants to cement himself as Rookie of the Year candidate, because I believe Bryce posted a link on the website about how RG3 is leading the Rookie of the Year. I think if Andrew Luck comes out and shows himself this week, I think he'll have a good chance.
Even if it doesn't, how is RG3 ahead of Luck when Luck's team is going to the playoffs no matter what?
And he has 6.
Well, not no matter what, but pretty much.
He has 6 comeback wins, the most of the
Yes,
time.
come on, man. I like
In that
RG3,
poll,
but-
I want to say Andrew Luck was number 3, behind Russell Wilson.
Really?
I can see Russell Wilson more than I can see RG3, just because Russell Wilson's team's going to go to the playoff, probably. They have one more win than they should, but...
And also, Russell Wilson wasn't even supposed to
Yeah,
be
but
a
let's
starting
think about this
quarterback.
too. Who won Rookie of the Year last year?
Steve McNair.
Cam Newton.
Was it Cam Newton?
Cam Newton won Rookie of the Year
And his
last
team
year.
did not go to the
No.
playoffs.
So I don't think
So who did
playoffs
he
for
compete against, though? Who else was rookie last year?
a whole bunch of people. But I
Yeah,
can't
but
think
I'm
of
saying
right now.
there was
Christian
no,
Ponder was a rookie last year.
There was nothing last year. And
yeah.
nothing this year.
Yeah,
I'm
there was.
saying,
That's how bad the rookie class was last year. I don't remember.
Seattle's facing off against Buffalo. I think Seattle goes in and just
Seattle.
completely dumps
Yeah.
on Buffalo.
Yeah, next week's going to be scary for 49er fans.
Detroit at Arizona. Do you think this is going to be 10
Are they gonna
losses in a
televise
row?
this?
Probably. In Detroit.
I would have to say it's going to be 10 losses in a row, unless Brian Hoyer can pull some magic. I
you
say
think?
Detroit.
The Lions win, but, I mean, there's a good possibility they could lose because they have a good big neck of losing games.
Lions and Arizona.
Yeah, two sorry teams, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Carolina's facing off against San Diego this week. Cam Newton's coming off 2 really impressive performances back to back.
Be number 3.
You think it's going to be 3 against San Diego's D?
Yes.
I'm going to go with San Diego on this just because Norv Turner is so good in December. And, I mean, I think he thinks he might be playing for his job right now, which I think
mean
he's already
coaching for his
fired.
job?
Yeah. What did I say, playing?
Yeah.
My bad. Coaching for his job, which I think he's already fired. I think he's done. But I'm gonna go with San Diego on this one.
Pittsburgh's facing off against Dallas, and this is a big game for you guys
For
because
both teams.
Big game for both teams.
yeah, I mean pretty much whoever wins this game or whoever loses this game is out.
I agree.
Done.
Yeah.
I agree. Unless the Redskins lose this week, which I think they will, and unless the Giants lose this week, which I will make that pick in a few minutes, then yeah, Dallas is out. This is a must-win for both teams, and
It's a must win for a lot of teams this week.
I skipped over that game. How did I skip over that game?
I don't.
Sorry.
I'm trying to take my fan hat off and analyze this game properly. I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think the Steelers win this game. I think the Steelers are coming off a game last week where they thought they were going to win, and Mike Tomlin is a terrific coach. He knows how to get his team prepared and into the playoffs and in that playoff push. Ben Roethlisberger has 2 title rings. He obviously knows how to command that team to wins and get into the playoffs. I think they're going to come back, and I think they're going to make a statement game.
I think Dallas wins at home.
I do too.
I don't.
That's
I'm
crazy.
actually gonna take your team for once.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not going to.
Dallas fan is not
I think
taking
this
it.
was the first week, the whole NFL season, that I'm not taking Dallas.
Moving back to the 1 o'clock game, I completely forgot about this game, which is shocking for me.
I'm shocked.
Giants are coming into Atlanta to face the Falcons after a loss last week.
You know, like I
Yeah,
mentioned in
let's
the
start with you
podcast,
guys.
Matt Ryan has not won a home game against the defending Super Bowl champions in his career. You know, so
He's lost
0-2.
2. Okay.
Hey, that's his
Do you
career.
think the Falcons have taken the pedal off? You know, their foot off the pedal per se, just because they're in the playoffs. They're probably going to get the first seed. Do you think there's any?
If they did, is that a bright move? Do you want to go coasting?
I don't know. I don't know. Is it?
Ask the Packers how they felt about going coasting into the playoffs last year.
That's very, very true. That's very true. I don't know if it's better. I don't know. Yeah, I would play all out.
I'm taking the Giants in this game, just to let you know, because Eli is unstoppable in December and January. He is scary, scary good in December and January.
As much as it pains me, I'm going to take the Falcons.
Why does that pain you?
Because I really think that the Giants are going to win, but I'm going to take the Falcons because I think the Falcons will do their home field advantage. I really do. I think they're going to take care of it.
The big key on this is...
I was going to say rise up, but I thought that was kind of cliche.
Yeah,
the big key in this game is if the Falcons can get their draw and screen game going.
I think if Quiz has a good game, I think it'd be...
They're going to pressure the Giants front... 6 or 7 are going to pressure Matt Ryan every single snap of that whole entire game.
I don't think the Falcons' D is good enough to stop Eli.
I know they're good enough to stop Eli. I take that back. I know they're good enough to stop Eli. They're not good enough to stop the run game of the Giants, which proved last week that is
Ahmad Bradshaw might be out for this game, and it may be down to
Wilson.
That backup. Wilson was a beast last week.
122 all-purpose or 122 rushing yards last week and 277 kick return yards.
Yes,
he was good. But I mean, like you said, I think the Falcons' defense is good enough to stop Eli. If he's good enough to stop Eli or Peyton, I'm pretty sure he's good enough to stop Eli.
That wasn't a Peyton. That was in line with his team. That was an early Peyton.
100% agree with that statement. I'm going to take the Giants just because I think the run game is the key to this game. Falcons can't run the ball. Falcons can't stop the run.
Good point. Kansas City at Oakland.
They're playing?
Is that a high school game?
I picked the team that scores the most points.
I picked up Darius Hayward-Bay off of waivers today.
That's a good pickup.
On one of my deep leagues, so I'm going to go with the
Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
I think Raiders going to win too.
Raiders at home. New England is hosting San Francisco. I'm actually gonna take the Patriots at home in this game as much as it pains Daniel to hear that.
That wouldn't pain me. It's understandable.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots at home too because I was under the assumption that I thought Houston was a better team
their
than
defense.
the 49ers.
Yes,
yeah. I thought
I don't appreciate that.
I know, but just from my analytical point of view, I thought Houston was better than the 49ers, and we saw what the Patriots did to Houston. The Patriots are probably going to have Rob Gronkowski back this week. Not in a big capacity, but he'll still be there. I'm going to take the Patriots at home.
Well, this is my breakdown of that. The whole Houston's better than 49ers. You've seen what the Packers did to Houston. You've seen what we did to the Packers.
I agree. But if you play that we won this game and they beat this
that's
team,
that's going to be a good look. Yeah.
I mean, I could probably trace it back to the Chiefs.
I'm sticking with my team. We're going to beat the Patriots.
And shocking, there is no Monday night game.
What?
No, there's no Monday night game.
So our game's the Monday night game.
There's no Monday night game this week?
Not anything good.
Oh, then who's playing?
Jets at Tennessee.
That's a good game. What are you talking about? If you're a Jets or Tennessee,
yeah, it's Vince Young versus Chad Pennington.
There you
Wait,
go.
Are they still alive?
Vince Young is. Pennington is.
Vince Young tweeted Larry Fitzgerald last week, I believe, and told him to tell his coach to sign him because he's a free agent.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't be much worse in Arizona.
Brian Hoyer, I don't know who the...
Any pick?
Jets.
Tennessee.
I'm going to take Tennessee at home, too. That's it for the Week 5 preview, guys. I hope you guys have a good week, and we'll see you guys back next week. You have enough salutes?
Yes, I did.
All right, for Bryce and Daniel, I'm Billy. Take care, guys.